Ugh. Good afternoon from beautiful sunny Queensland. Sorry, I just want to start off by saying sorry I've not been posting videos. Let's just look at our mango tree. There's quite a few hanging right there. And there's quite a few up there. Unfortunately, most of these are going to end up getting eaten by the fruit bats and rainbow lorikeets. They're little jerks. What they do is they just take a couple bites out of them, and just eat a little bit, and then they just drop the whole thing to the ground. And it's a total waste. But maybe this time we'll be able to get some, because apparently from what the housemates tell me is last year we barely got any of these. The mango tree wasn't watered that well. It wasn't very well looked after. But this time around it looks like we got plenty of mangoes this year. Hopefully we'll be able to actually get some this time around. Huh, there's a butterfly. Pretty big one too. Anyways, I've been enjoying myself. And yeah, sorry again for not posting any videos and stuff. I just haven't had a lot of videos, or a lot of topics to post videos about. Especially lately. But actually, that's not true. When I went back to the States, which I went back in July, went and revisited family and all that, got in touch with everybody, and they're happy to hear that everything's going well for me, which it is. But, yeah, I managed to bring back a good hefty chunk of my stack, which I have stored inside. I might be able to lay it out for you. I think I brought back something like 180 ounces. I haven't counted it all up yet. I really should. But anyways, still a bit of my stack left over in the States because, well, I couldn't really bring it all just because of how heavy it was. I carried it all through customs and through all the airport security. Carried it all through a little fanny pack thing that I had. And that fanny pack ended up weighing something like 5 or 6 kilos, or something like 12 or 13 pounds. And it was just really heavy. So of course it looked funny with a little satchel, like not much bigger than my hand. when I would grunt and pick it up and just be like, yeah, of course. Some people thought that was weird looking, but yeah, I made it through security. Everything I brought with me, I managed to keep. I did let them know what I had, and well, you can go through private screenings if you want, and yeah, if you ever find yourself in a position where you'd want to take your silver stack abroad, or gold coins, whatever you have, just, yeah, it was heavy. And of course I wanted to carry it through carry-on because I didn't want to have it in my checked baggage where, you know, somebody might nick it in front of me, or right out of my luggage and all that. But anyways, when I went back, I managed to grab my metal detector. So I took it for a spin around the yard, and I might as well show you what I found. I also went to a nearby park. I found more things in the yard than in the park by any means, most of which was found under this Hills hoist here, which is where laundry is hung up after it's dried. And yes, that's our laundry machine there. And that's an electric dryer because natural gas isn't really a thing here. But anyways, yeah, I found quite a bit of coins right down here. But in the meantime, I'll get to showing you what I found. Pretty happy with it. Alright, so here's some of the coins that I found. These right here are little 1-cent coins. These are not, and those are 2-cent coins. These all are not in circulation anymore. Because, well, like Canada and all that, they got rid of the penny and stuff like that, or just 1 cent. The penny's a different coin. I'll get into that in a sec. And yeah, there you can see the 2-cent coins, they got like a little bearded lizard on it. Whatever those are called, I can't remember the exact name at the moment. Anyways, so yeah, I've got something like 17 1-cent coins, something like 12 2-cent coins. And here I've got something like, I believe, 13 or 23 5-cent coins. And here I've got 14 10-cent coins, 3 20-cent coins. And I found no 50-cent coins, actually, because, well, 50-cent coins are pretty large, and the bigger the coin, the harder they are to lose. So, I've definitely found plenty more 5 cents, quite a few 10 cents. 20 cents, yeah. I've only found a couple of those. But anyways, 5 $1 coins, and a lovely 13 $2 coins, which, all in all, is a total of $33.41, I believe. Which really isn't bad, because I found all of these using only like half the battery of my metal detector. And it uses 4 AA batteries. I can get into that in a sec. I can show you. Probably another video though. But because this is a pretty old house, as you can see, there's one of the old stumps there, on one of the supports. And yeah, this is also obvious by the large mango tree. There's plenty of mango trees in the neighborhood. This is a pretty old house. So I did actually manage to find some pretty old coins. I'm going to get into those here. As you can see, I found 2 pennies, 3 half pennies. The oldest of all these right here is 1950. And you got George VI on the front. We've seen him on a lot of things, because he was the king before Elizabeth came into power. And yeah, these things are very large. They're like the size of a $50, a US $50 anyways. But yeah, I was very happy to find those. I found these all scattered throughout the yard. A few under the Hills Hoist, actually. So it's obvious that Hills Hoist has been there for a while. But anyways, I also found this in the front yard, which honestly I didn't know what it was at first. I didn't expect it to be a coin. I thought it was just going to be junk or something. I don't know, something off a piece of clothing. That is until I saw George V on it. As you can see, it says George V, King and Emperor of India, which I thought was very fascinating. And then I turned it around, and as you can see, it says Straits Settlements, 1919. And I was very happy to find this, because I'd never seen a square coin like this before. Now, I believe this is from the Torres Strait Islands, which may have actually been under the rule of India at the time, and that's why it says King of India on it. But yeah, it's 1 cent from 1919. Almost 100 years. And, you know, with this Torres Strait not being that far from here, that's actually kind of makes sense. But for the most part, the yard is pretty much all searched through. I doubt I'm going to find anything more than, you know, 5 or 10 cents here and there. I also found tons of lead, almost a kilo of lead, just all over the place. Also, I found, you can see over there on the table, just a bunch of like iron scrap metal looking things. I think someone may have actually done metalworking. One of the previous tenants, people who lived here, actually did metalworking, because I found globs of lead that looked like they were molten. But anyways, I didn't find all of this in our yard. I also went to some nearby parks and stuff. Found a couple $2 coins, like one $1 coin at a nearby park, and etc. So I'd say about something like $28 of this was found in our yard alone, which is crazy to think about. Makes me keen to go ask our neighbors to, you know, our neighbors around, if I can go take a spin around their yard. But anyways, at the park yesterday, I was searching only for like 45 minutes because the sun was going down and the mosquitoes were coming out, and that's no good. There's one flying around me right now. Anyways, well, this I found, and I was very happy to find this. Now, it didn't look like this when I pulled it out of the ground. It was very brown and cruddy. I actually thought it was a copper coin because it looked similar to that. But this is actually a florin. 50% silver. I believe it contains 0.1818 troy ounces of silver. Which, honestly, I was so excited when I found this. This is my very first silver coin I've ever found. It's obviously pretty sizable, too. It's not as big as a $50, but it's as big as a 20-cent piece. An Australian one, anyways. But yeah, I also gave it a little love tap with the digger that I was using right on the emu, which I was a little bummed out about, but it's not a key date or anything, so it doesn't really lose any value because it's not too old. But it's still cool. Still very cool. It's in fairly decent condition. Not bad. Not bad at all. But yeah, I would put the value of this around about $4 at the point. That's basically only the value of the silver content. Anyways, I was so pumped to find this. And yeah, you can kind of see what it looked like right there. But yeah, a florin. I was so pumped to find that. And honestly, the pre-decimal coins, I couldn't tell you how many pennies are in a florin. I've looked it up, I've tried to understand it. I looked at the Wikipedia page probably for like a good 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm like, I just could not understand it. So, I can kind of see why they switched over to a decimal system. You know, 1 cent, there being 100 cents in a dollar. But as far as I know, there's 240 pennies that make up a pound. And I don't really know how many florins are in a pound. I just I just couldn't find the information easily enough, so whatever. Either way, silver is silver, and it's cool because it's an old style coin. And yeah. So despite me not being able to buy silver, I can still find it. However though, I plan on actually using the funds that I get from metal detecting, you know, all the $1 and $2 coins that I find. I plan on eventually cashing these in. As you can see, a few of them are pretty destroyed by the lawnmower. Those were the ones I found in the yard. I can still turn them in to the bank because they're still legal tender, and I can get cash for them. And then I plan on going to a coin store in town, which I still have not been to, which I should definitely check out. It's just way in town, and my only method of transportation is, for the most part, bikes. And, you know, borrowing a friend's car now and then. But anyways, that's my plan, is metal detecting. Because I can find a fair bit of money. These $2 coins add up really quickly. You know, it's just a little stack of coins, but that's $26 right there. That's an ounce of silver. If not more. So, there you go. That's my plan for now. Because I can't really find employment at the moment until I get a proper visa, and even then, finding a job is a totally different thing to tackle. Right now, metal detecting and working hard to find coins that people have dropped. That's going to be my main method of finding silver. And if I'm lucky, I'll find more of these. Florins, threepence, sixpence, you know, shilling. Either way. Yeah, old coins are cool. Especially the silver ones. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling now. I've went on for long enough, I believe. I think I'm going to head out to the park again here shortly. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, YouTube.